You absolutely need this trait to become successful in life. In this video, I'll be going over why mental toughness and stoicism are the most essential aspects not just in business, but in life in general. The only way to win is to become a stoic. And when I talk about success, I'm not just talking about finances. I'm talking about your social life, dating life, business life, just your life in general. So before we begin, we must define what mental toughness and what stoicism means. So according to Wikipedia, stoicism means that you can endure and handle great amounts of pain without displaying emotion or being affected by it. The most common misconception about stoics or people with mental toughness is that they're stone cold and they do not experience emotion whatsoever. And that is completely false. I guarantee you that the greatest entrepreneurs of our time, like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, etc., have all experienced great amounts of hardships. It's not that they don't feel it, it's just that they continue to move forward no matter what. I'll admit that business tends to attract people that have some psychopathic tendencies because this world does benefit those who don't react based on emotion and think more logically. However, that does not mean that you can't have human qualities and be a loving person while still taking over the business world. In my opinion, the goal is to balance both attributes. You need to know the time and place and when not to turn it on and off, almost like a light switch. If you're in the ocean surrounded by sharks, then you must become a shark. But if you're surrounded by generous, kind, loving people, then you shouldn't act like that. It depends on the situation. The ability to act accordingly depending on the situation is what makes somebody truly remarkable and a top 1%er. So when it comes to why we need stoicism and mental toughness to become successful, I've broken it down into 3 categories. The ability to handle rejection, the ability to make rational decisions, and the ability to adapt. So when it comes to handling rejection, you can't avoid it. For every great win that comes from entrepreneurs, salesmen, great business deals, any endeavor you come across, comes with millions of losses in the way. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've reached out on LinkedIn, Twitter, text messages to people that I want to work with, people I look up to, and I've gotten nothing in response. Sometimes these are people I work with, haven't been responded to in months. Sometimes these are people I meet at networking events, we have a great chat, and still nothing. If I were more immature, if I were younger, I probably would take it all personally, probably get pretty mad. But at this point in my life, you need to adapt stoicism and mental toughness. All you can do is accept it and move forward. When it comes to relationships, whether it's platonic, professional, or romantic, the exchange needs to be reciprocal. Are you getting love out of this relationship? Is it 50-50? Are you getting an exchange of knowledge? Is that 50-50? These are questions you have to ask yourself. And at the end of the day, if they don't want you or your needs aren't being met, then it wasn't meant to be anyway. You don't want to work with somebody who doesn't value your time or your opinion. Another good point is the ability to handle rejection and move forward is one trait that will make you highly respected in any endeavor, whether it's by business people, women if you're dating, just any social situation in general. The one thing you have is your pride and your honor. You need to think of this as a chess match. What's the risk? What's the reward? If you give up your pride, they lose respect for you forever. And nobody wants to work with somebody they don't respect. But if you can maintain your dignity and your respect and your honor, then that door remains open. You need to be able to roll with the punches, absorb the hits, and continue to make calculated decisions. It is truthfully the only way to go forward and live the life you want to live. The ability to make rational decisions is very underrated and immediately sets you apart from the rest of the population. The majority of people operate in a state of emotion, whether it's out of love or hate or an escape to comfort. Thinking instead of reacting will already set you apart from the population and the competition. Thinking about my own life, back when I was in middle school and the early years of high school, I would get pissed if people didn't text me back right away. But nowadays, I think about the risk and reward. I think logically, if someone doesn't text me back in months, the worst thing you can do is be mad about it. You want to act professional in all settings, maintain your dignity, and maintain your honor. There's a clip from Tate that summarizes this segment very well. Basically what he does is compare life to a game of chess. So in chess, there's complete self-responsibility. If you lose a game of chess, that means you made an error, no matter how big or small it is, somewhere in the game. And it's very similar to life. The quality of your life is directly correlated to the decisions you make in the early stages, no matter how big or small that mistake is. When it comes to the ability to adapt, there are so many external factors that are completely out of your control. And if you don't have the mental fortitude, you will crumble under pressure. Imagine you're a family in Ukraine, Russia, North Korea, Venezuela, wherever it may be. If you succumb to fear, without a doubt you will not be able to protect those close to you. And that's just a fact. Courage has a direct correlation to mental fortitude. It's not that these heroes and warriors don't experience fear. It's that they experience fear but move forward anyway. So to sum it up, it takes a special kind of person to endure great loss and great pain and continue to push forward. But it's also very, very necessary to become someone of greatness. It's hard. It's really, really hard, I'm not gonna lie. But there's no other way. If there were, everybody would be doing it. Anything that's worth having is not easy. Hope you guys found some value out of this video. I genuinely feel happiness knowing that my videos affect somebody and make their lives better in some way. If you feel that way, feel free to drop a comment or a like explaining why this video has helped you and has helped boost the YouTube algorithm and help grow my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out.